Welcome to another video, guys. I'm Vib.
I'm Harish.
And today we're going to try and beat WAGAMAMA'S on a katsu curry.
So the main aim, like our pizza video, is to make it as macro friendly as possible. So we want high protein density, and also we want to match this on taste as well, or better it. So it's a fried chicken dish, if you don't know what katsu curry is, and also not compromise on the portion size as well.
So unlike with the pizza video, we're not actually going to check the macros on the WAGAMAMA'S katsu curry first. So we're just going to order it. We're going to make ours. We're going to make ours as well as we would to fit into our macros, and then we're going to compare the taste, then check the stats. So it's going to kind of be more of a fair test than the previous one, because obviously we've still got the macros in mind, but we're not like fixing it so that we definitely come under.
It'll be interesting to see this as well, as WAGAMAMA'S is perceived to be quite a healthy like takeaway place, and if we can make it healthier, then it just shows that maybe cooking at home is always the best option.
So now we're just gonna get on Deliveroo and order the katsu curry. So there's a katsu curry and there's a hot katsu curry, which I've not seen before. Which one should we get? Should we get the hot one? Because then we don't know what it tastes like either, so we're literally going blind.
Yeah, we'll get the hot one.
This is what we're going for.
This is what it looks like in the picture.
We'll see, we'll compare that as well, yeah. So we've placed our order and it's gonna come for 5 to 10 or 10 past 10, so that means we've got about half an hour. We'll probably still be cooking then, but it doesn't matter, we can reheat it if it gets cold. At least it'll be here when the food's ready. So let's get cooking.
So we've got the chicken cut up in 4 fillets of equally like 200 grams. So we're doing 4 portions, and so we'll just show you what we're gonna do to try and replicate the katsu curry from WAGAMAMA'S.
So the first stage we're going to do is season this and stick it in the oven. Obviously it's a fried chicken dish, so we have to get this coating on to get it as close as possible. But to try and reduce the amount of oil, we're going to put it in the oven first. So seasoning, some soy sauce, a little bit more flavor. Since we did order the hot version, let's put some chili powder in as well. Although I suspect the hot is actually in the sauce. So this is going to be slightly different, where we're seasoning the chicken with some flavor, whereas I suspect that the katsu curry from WAGAMAMA'S is going to be more, the actual chicken is going to be more plain. It'll probably be like, they'll probably have salt and pepper and fry it, and the actual heat will come from the sauce, whereas we're going to have a little bit of flavor in this, well, hopefully a lot of flavor in the actual sauce itself.
And it makes sense for like fast food places to do it like that way, because it's just make the chicken and the sauce in like bulk. So now that the chicken's been seasoned, we need to like coat the chicken with all the flavoring properly. So like really need to dig in, rub the chicken thoroughly.
Another thing we did was we tenderized this chicken. So we beat it before we've done all of this.
The flavor's been rubbed in, as you can see.
So the oven was already preheated and ready for us to put this in. So I'm just going to put this in here for 20 minutes.
So with katsu curry, that obviously comes with rice as well. So we've got the rice in the rice cooker, which should be coming ready in like 10 minutes, I think. So while we wait for the chicken, we'll start doing the sauce.
So our next step is obviously, while we're waiting for the chicken, is to get the actual curry going. So we've got some potatoes, which not sure if that's something that is traditionally in a katsu curry, but it does add some nice texture and flavor. Again, something that's going to be different is, judging by those pictures, the WAGAMAMA'S curry looks quite like saucy rather than chunky. We're not going to blend it up. We're going to keep it chunky, so we will know the difference, which is why we're going to get mum to taste test blindfolded. We're just going to test normally because we're going to know anyway. It's not fair. Also, we've got some spring onions and carrots. The potato probably isn't going to cook in the sauce quick enough, so we're going to half boil it now first, and then we will start getting the actual sauce made. So with this, we're using spring onions instead of normal onions. It has more of that Asian flavor, which is what we're going for. So we're also adding some garlic paste and some ginger paste as well. The sauce really needs to be a strong flavor. That's like the key to the katsu curry. Chicken cube. A chicken stock apparently, but they call it a chicken cube, so. Okay, so we've got coconut milk, and this is pretty much the staple of our katsu curry. Again, this is our own recipe, so no idea if it's actually used, but we reckon it is because it gives that rich flavor. Adding the chicken. What you doing there, Harsh? So we're gonna add a chicken. We're gonna add a chicken stock. Adding the chicken stock adds like a brothy flavor to the sauce. So before we add the stock into the sauce or the curry, we need to add the curry powder, which is pretty much the key flavor in this curry. Again, this is a spicy curry, so chili powder. We want to try and match the taste levels and the flavor levels. Whoa, the potato's spilling over. Forgot about that. Soy sauce. And a little bit more of that turmeric-y flavor, so we'll add some turmeric straight in as well. With the turmeric, you've got to be careful not to add too much because you get like that bitter flavor if there's too much of it, so you've got to be really careful with this. See the color coming through now. Go and drain the potatoes. Nice. Where are they going now? Into the sauce. So hopefully this will be enough for it to be cooked. Sit in. Oh. Hello. Oh. Thank you. Here it is. So we're just taking the chicken out of the oven. So we're gonna check if it's cooked. Gotta make sure that it is in the middle. And looks fine. So yeah, there's been no food poisoning. Look at this one, let me show you. Right, okay, so
Looking kind of small, you know.
anyway, so we've got plain flour, egg, pancake breadcrumbs. This is what's going to give us its crispy coating. Well, we need a pan to fry this in.
Look at that sauce. That looks delicious.
Time for the oil. Got to measure everything. Right, so we're going to cook them 2 at a time. First up, flour. Make sure it's nice and coated. Right, next up is the egg wash. And then we'll roll it around. And breadcrumbs. All right, let's get it in the oil.
The WAGAMAMA'S Katsu Curry.
Okay, so we finished cooking. The order's here. So this is our one. This is the WAGAMAMA'S. So I think first thing you can see that our portion is quite a lot bigger. I think. Yeah, I think ours is bigger. This is a lot like the sauce, like we expected, is really like watery compared to ours. It's got a lot of it's got like vegetables in it. Yeah. So yeah, we just got to taste it now. Yeah. But before we taste test, let's update our Instagram followers. If you don't follow us already, follow us at bib_ha. And if you do follow us, like this video so we know that you do. So we're both going to try the WAGAMAMA'S one first.
The rice is quite different as well. It's like sticky. It's like
It's jasmine rice, yeah, so we don't have that. Right. We got the rice, a bit of sauce, and a bit of chicken. What do you think? I quite like it. It's got a sweetness to it. It's spicy, so
It's nice actually. It's really nice. They've definitely added like a lot of spice to it compared to like a normal katsu curry.
That's pretty good.
That is really nice actually.
That is pretty good.
The chicken's like quite good as well.
Yeah.
The only thing is I feel like the batter's like a bit separate from the chicken.
Yeah, it is coming off. Yeah,
the chicken's quite bland.
Time for ours.
Straight away, the sauce isn't as flavorful. Like it's not as strong as that one.
The sauce is thinner than that one because it's not all blended up.
Also, like that tasted more oily.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like it's more like you can tell there's like not anything in there. Where you can kind of see it like floating as well.
Yeah, you can see the oil layer.
Like straight away, I saw like when I opened it, it was like the floaty like oiliness was in there.
I quite like the potato crunch, or not the crunch, but like the texture of the potato coming into the curry compared to that. And I think our chicken has more flavor to it. But that sauce is thicker. I wouldn't say it's richer because I think the coconut milk in this actually makes this a little bit more richer, but that's more like got more tang to it, sweeter. Yeah, it's hard. They're both very different.
The thing is, with this one, you can taste the flavor of the chicken as well. Chicken tastes a lot nicer, like on its own. Even on its own, it tastes really nice. And the texture of the chicken is really good as well.
Well, can't split this. We're obviously going to be biased anyway. So it's time to get our mum to taste it. Okay, so first up, yeah, it's obvious which one is which, so we're not going to say. And
wait, one second, let's check. How many fingers?
I didn't see it.
No.
Yeah, she can't see. It's fine. Right. Okay, so first, here we go.
Open wide up.
நல்லா இருக்குது. நல்லா இருக்குது.
Time for the next one. Open. Look up.
முதல் சாப்பிட்டது நல்லா இருக்குது. இதில் வந்து கூட என்னது ஸ்வீட்டாகவும் சிக்கனில் அவ்வளோ டேஸ்ட்டையும் தெரியுதில்லை. முதல் சாப்பிட்டது கொஞ்சம் நல்ல வாசமாகவும் சாஃப்டாகவும் நல்லா இருக்குது.
ரெண்டு சோஸையும் அப்படி கம்பேர் பண்ணுவீங்க, அப்படி இருக்கு ரெண்டும்.
சோஸ் வந்து அந்த சோஸ் வந்து கூட நைஸாக இருக்குது. ஃப்ளேவர் எல்லாம் நல்லா ஊறி நல்லா இதாக இருக்குது.
அப்போ எது பெட்டர்?
முதல் சாப்பிட்டது நல்லா இருக்குது.
So our mum thought that ours was better. This is probably because she didn't like the sweetness. I wouldn't say there's much to split it personally. I think the WAGAMAMA'S one looks visually more appetizing. I do personally prefer our one because I do think it's a little bit too sweet, a little bit too sickly, and the chicken isn't flavorful enough. However, you can tell the difference that this has been deep fried, whereas ours hasn't. So there is, like, you can tell it's a more macro-friendly version. But on balance, I'd still say the flavors in our one is better.
I think it will be up to preference as well. Some people might, if you have like a high tolerance to like strong flavors, then I think you'll like this one better more because the more you eat this, it gets more sickly. But
so I don't think this has more flavors. I just think it's a stronger, sweeter flavor.
That's what I mean. I think the chicken, like even though it's deep fried, the actual chicken is like quite bland.
It's a bit bland.
And the coating, like it's coming off, like it's flaking off the chicken.
Now it's time to compare the macro stats.
So per serving, the WAGAMAMA'S has 1,140 calories.
And our one has 789. So, wow, that's
A lot less.
That's a big difference. Yeah, that's 350 odd less.
So I think that could be down to a lot of things. So more oil, definitely, as it's deep fried. It's been deep fried. More oil in the sauce as well. I think they've been using. You can see it, like we said, it's like floating around.
So next metric is protein.
So per serving, this has 50 grams, 50.072.
That's pretty good. 50 grams of protein from a meal is decent. That's pretty much what you're looking for. The only issue with this is the high calorie count, but it's still not that bad. Our one has 58 grams of protein, so again we're smashing it on in terms of the macro density. Like, this is a perfect cutting meal if you're on a cut.
Also the fact like there's so much less calories and there's still 8 grams more. Is it 8 grams?
Yeah, 8 grams.
8 grams more protein. And also the portion is actually bigger. So it's not like we've just made the portion smaller and made it less calories.
Yeah.
The portion's actually bigger, and like the more we've like dug around as well, like it's just the sauce makes it look more as well. So it's actually less than we thought initially.
Yeah, the one person that blind tested our food thought that ours was better. We're kind of split between it. We don't think there's a massive difference. They taste different, but we think they both taste good. There are plus points and negative points to both of them. But definitely on the nutrition aspect, ours is a lot healthier.
So overall, if you are cutting or even like trying to go by a day-to-day bulking routine as well, it's just, this would be perfect because it's got the macro split, the protein density to fit anyone's diet basically, rather than ordering from a takeaway.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you didn't, there might be other videos on our channel that you might like, since we make a variety of different videos now.
Thanks for watching everyone. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well at @bib_heart, and we'll see you next time.